Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
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 Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare Rama
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama
Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Rama
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Rama
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Rama
Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Ram
Rama
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Rama
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
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 Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Ram
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 Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Rama
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Rama
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Rama
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Rama
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare Rama
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya Prabhu
Hare Ram,
Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna. Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari
Krishna
Hari Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Harinam
Hare,
Harinam Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Harinam
Hare
Harinam Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare Hare,
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna
Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Harinam Harinam
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Harinam Harinam
Hare
Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Harinam Harinam
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Harinam
Rama Ram
Harinam
Ram
Nam Nam
Ram
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Ram Hare
Harinam
Krishna
Harinam
Krishna
Nam
Krishna
Nam Hari
Krishna
Hari Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Hare
Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare 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 Rama Ram
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Krishna
Nam Nam
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Harinam
Hare
Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Rama
Hari Hari Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Harinam Harinam Ram Ram Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Harinam Harinam
Hare
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Harinam
Hare
Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Harinam
Krishna, Hare
Harinam Nam
Krishna,
Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Harinam Harinam
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Harinam Harinam
Hare
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Harinam Harinam Nam
Hare
Nam Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Harinam
Krishna
Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Harinam
Hare
Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Harinam Harinam Nam Nam Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna,
Om
Hare
Nam Nam Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Nam
Krishna,
Nam Nam Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Harinam
Krishna Hare
Harinam
Hare
Nam Nam Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Nam Nam
Krishna
Nam
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Nam
Hare
Nam Nam
Hare
Hare
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Nam 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Krishna,
Hare
Harinam
Ram
Hare
Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Harinam
Nam Nam
Harinam
Nam Hare
Nam Nam
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Harinam
Ram
Harinam
Ram
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Harinam
Krishna
Harinam
Hare
Nam
Hare
Nam
Ram
Hari
Nam
Hari
Nam
Hare
Nam Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Nam Nam Nam
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Hare
Nam
Krishna
Nam Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Nam
Krishna
Nam Nam
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Harinam
Hare
Harinam Nam
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Nam
Hare Ram,
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Nam 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Nam Nam
Krishna
Nam
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare
Nam
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Nam 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare,
Nam
Hare
Nam Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Nam Nam Nam
Hare Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Nam
Krishna
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Nam Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Nam 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 Nam
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Nam 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Nam
Krishna,
Nam 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare,
Nam Nam
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Nam
Ram, Hare
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Nam Nam Nam
Hare
Nam
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Nam
Hare
Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Nam
Hare Hare,
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Nam Nam
Hare
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Nam Nam Nam
Hare
Nam
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam Nam Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Nam
Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Nam
Ram, Hare
Nam
Hare,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Nam Nam
Hare
Nam
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Nam
Hare,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Nam Nam Nam
Hare
Nam
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Nam Nam Nam
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram Ram,
Nam
Hare Hare,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Nam
Krishna,
Nam Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Ram Ram,
Nam
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Chaitanya
Rama, Hare
Prabhu
Rama, Rama,
Nityananda,
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Advaita
Krishna, Krishna,
Gadadhara
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Sivasadi
Hare Nam
Gaura
Nam Nam Nam
Bhakta
Nam
Vrinda
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Nam
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Ram,
Nam
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Nam 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Krishna,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama
Ram Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Namo
Hare
Namo
Krishna
Namo
Hare
Namo
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Namo
Hare
Namo Namo Namo
Hare
Namo
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Namo Namo
Hare
Namo
Ram Hare
Namo
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Yes.
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gauri
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Adonai
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Shri
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Hare.
Yes, please.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna Chaitanya
Hare
Prabhu
Ram,
Nityananda
Ram,
Shri Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna 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 Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita
Hare Krishna
Gadadhar
Krishna
Srivasadi
Krishna Krishna
Gaura
Hare Hare
Bhakta
Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna
Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Rama, Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Rama,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama, Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram.
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Shiva,
Krishna
please
Krishna
hold
Krishna
on.
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for your association. We will read
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Remembrance of Lord Krishna. Which chapter we were on in this one? Questions by Vidura.
We can't see your screen, but I
Okay.
think we finished that chapter, Remembrance of Lord Krishna.
Remembrance of Lord Krishna. Okay. Lord's pastimes out of Vrindavan. Narakasu. Okay. So Uddhava
Hare
has
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Vidura is on pilgrimage and he met Uddhav, and Vidura asked him about Lord Krishna, and Uddhav is speaking so many things about Krishna. Okay, so we are going to read this chapter. How many verses are there? 28. Not too long. Okay.
I can start. Shri Uddhav said, thereafter Lord Krishna went to Mathura city with Shri Baldev, and to please their parents, they dragged Kansa, the leader of public enemies, down from his throne and killed him, pulling him along the ground with great strength. Okay, so he killed Kansa, Krishna and Balram. The Lord learned all the Vedas with their different branches simply by hearing them once from his teacher, Sandipani Muni, whom he rewarded by bringing back his dead son from the region of Yamaloka. So 64 days he was at the Sandipani Muni ashram and he learned the 64 arts. And as Guru Dakshina, Sandipani Muni wanted his dead son revived. And Krishna did that. He went to Yamaloka and revived the son of his Guru. Attracted by the beauty and fortune of Rukmini, the daughter of King Bhishmak, many great princes and kings assembled to marry her. But Lord Krishna, stepping over the other hopeful candidates, carried her away as his own share, as Garuda carried away nectar. So Krishna married Rukmini according to the desire of Rukmini, kidnapped her. By subduing 7 bulls whose noses were not pierced, the Lord achieved the hand of Princess Nagnijiti in the open competition to select her bridegroom. Although the Lord was victorious, his competitors asked the hand of the princess, and thus there was a fight. Well equipped with weapons, the Lord killed or wounded all of them, but he himself was not hurt. So Krishna had to overpower the 7 bulls. That was the competition for the marriage with Nagnijiti. But also then there was a fight with the other kings, and Krishna conquered over them and married Nagnijiti. Just to please his dear wife, the Lord brought back the Parijata tree from heaven just as an ordinary husband would do. But Indra, the king of heaven, induced by his wives, handpicked as he was, ran after the Lord with full force to fight him. So Satyabhama wanted the Parijata tree. So Krishna, being a handpicked husband, went there, and Indra didn't want the Krishna to take the tree. So he was fighting with Krishna. Indra was also induced by his wives to fight with Krishna. Yeah.
The same Indra who was humiliated by Krishna, right?
The Govardhan Lila, yep.
He again became proud.
He forgot. Yeah, forgot the position of the Lord.
We'd like to welcome Cindy back after a long time. Cindy, welcome back. You want to say anything? You raised your hand. Okay.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been through a dark night of the soul. It's been pretty rough over here, but I'm resurrected. I feel happy today. I'm glad you're all still here. And I just love you all. Thank you. I'll just listen, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So we are talking about this chapter which talks, we are reading this chapter which talks about the pastimes of Lord Krishna outside Vrindavan. Okay, so next.
Yeah, Prabhuji, is there more, welcome Cindy, is there more details on, you're welcome, details on the killing of Kamsa and all that?
Yeah,
in the later
10th canto.
In the 10th canto.
Yeah.
Okay. I can read if you want me to. Okay. Text 6. Narakasura, the son of Dharitri, the earth, tried to grasp the whole sky, and for this he was killed by Lord in a fight. His mother then prayed to the Lord. This led to the return of the kingdom to the son of Narakasura, and thus the Lord entered the house of the demon. Should I go on?
Yeah, next verse. So
Okay.
Narakasur was killed by Krishna.
He's the son of Varahadev and Bhumi Devi.
And he got, how he became bad, I think with association with Banasur, or was it, who was it?
Yes, Vanasur.
Bana, it says in the purport. Bana?
No, in the purport here. Okay.
Yeah, in the 6th. In the purport it
Yeah,
says.
he became a demon due to bad association of Bana, the demon. Okay. So bad association, yeah. He was the son of Krishna, I mean Varahadev and Bhumi Devi. But he became bad by bad association. So
And
association,
Banasur, son of Bali Maharaj.
yeah. He's also a devotee. And how did Banasur become bad?
He became proud. He got these 1,000 arms by Lord Shiva, and he then instigated, say, "Oh, I want to fight with you, Lord Shiva." So the same, he got proud of his powers.
So we should never be proud. Okay.
There in the house of the demon, all the princesses kidnapped by Narakasura at once became alert upon seeing the Lord, the friend of the distressed. They looked upon him with eagerness, joy, and shyness and offered to be his wives. So this is where the 16,000 wives. Okay. All those princesses were lodged in different apartments, and the Lord simultaneously assumed different bodily expansions exactly matching each and every princess. He accepted their hand in perfect rituals by his internal potency.
This looks like Dwarka, right? And, oh yeah.
Yes.
Where Lord was present with each and every 16,000 the ladies who the princesses, and he married them, all of them. So he was
Yeah.
simultaneously present with everyone. Okay.
9. Just to expand himself according to his transcendental features, the Lord begot in each and every one of them 10 offsprings, which with exactly his own qualities. Wow.
10 children, everyone.
10 children from 16,000.
And one daughter also, right? There was one daughter.
Oh, one daughter.
Yeah, 10 sons and 1 daughter. Actually, 11, right? But
Yeah. 11 into 16,000, that many children.
Kalayavana, the king of Magadha and Salva, attacked the city of Mathura, but when the city was encircled by their soldiers, the Lord refrained from killing them personally just to show the power of his own men.
I think both attacked simultaneously, Jarasandh and Kalyavan, right? Is it the Krishna book it is described that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Krishna was running from the battlefield and Kalyavan was running after him.
Mm-hmm.
Krishna was walking actually and Kalyavan was running. And he led him into a cave where he met who?
Muchukunda.
Chukunda. Okay.
Yeah, it says here devotees like Muchakunda and Bhima.
The purport.
Okay.
We can read the purport. Let's see.
Okay. After the death of Kamsa, when Mathura was encircled by the soldiers of Kalayavana, Jarasandha and Salva, the Lord seemingly fled from the city, and thus he is known as Ranchor, or one who fled from fighting. Actually, the fact was that Lord wanted to kill them through the agency of his own men, devotees like Muchukunda and Bhima. Kalyavana and the king of Magadha were killed by Muchukunda and Bhima, respectively, who acted as the agents of God. By such acts, the Lord wanted to exhibit the prowess of his devotees as if he were personally unable to fight, but his devotees could kill them. The relationship of the Lord with his devotees is a very happy one. Actually, the Lord descended at the request of Brahma in order to kill all the undesirables of the world, but to divide the share of glory, he sometimes engaged his devotees to take credit. The battle of Kurukshetra was designed by the Lord himself, but just to give credit to his devotee Arjuna, Nimitta Matram Bhava Savyasachin, he played the part of a charioteer, while Arjuna was given the chance to play the fighter and become the hero of the battle of Kurukshetra. What he wanted to do himself by his transcendental plans, he executes through his confidential devotees. That is the way of Lord's mercy towards his pure unalloyed devotees.
So in material world, everybody wants to take credit for themselves, and here the Lord wants to give credit to his devotees. So that's the
In Krishna book doesn't say that Lord is called Ranchod because he was responding to Rukmani's request to come. Was it Muchukunda or Rukmani?
Krishna book it says Rukmini.
Here it says Muchukunda.
Which verse we are on? 1 minute, let me see. Purport Kali on 10th, right? So what does it say? He fled from the city, and thus is known as Ranchor, or one who fled from fighting. Yeah, so maybe he wants to lead Kalyavan to the Muchukunda's cave, where Muchukunda will kill him. So, but in that book, it says like that. Krishna book, it says that.
Rukmani to
Yeah.
respond to Rukmani's
Yeah,
letter.
when
Krishna.
we read 10th canto, we'll come across this and see more detail of. Maybe both were there. I don't know how. So
Yeah, actually, run means war, and
battle.
chod means fight, leave, right?
Yeah, Ranchod.
Yeah, it was a fight only. Krishna was
I don't.
engaged in a battle when he received the letter from Rukmani also.
Okay.
Let's see. Why did Krishna leave the battlefield? We'll find out. Exact. I
Chat
mean,
GPT.
yeah. But yeah. So
Somebody else wants to read, or should I continue?
yeah. No, I think we read 5-5. So if everybody has gets it.
Yeah.
So if somebody doesn't want to read, then yeah, you can continue. Who wants to read next?
I can read Prabhuji.
Okay.
O kings like Sambhara, Drivida, Bana, Mura, Balbala, and many other demons, such as Dantavakra, some he killed himself and some he caused to be killed by others, Sri Baldev, etc.
Okay. I mean, some demons were killed by Balram, some were killed by Krishna. But Balram is also expansion of Krishna, so it's non-different. So
Mm.
anyway, there was a boon given
Then,
to Prahlad Maharaj, right?
his ancestors, he can't, right? He can't kill them. Something.
Yeah.
That he will
So
not kill any of his dynasty. So in
Mm.
Lagmara,
Dhenukasur. Yeah.
who was the son of Bali Maharaj,
Mm-hmm.
he was killed by Balram.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Then, O Vidura, the Lord caused of all the kings, both the enemies and those on the side of your fighting nephews, to be killed in the battle of Kurukshetra. All those kings were so great and strong that the earth seemed to shake as they traversed the field. Wow. So now he is telling Vidura about the Mahabharata, right? War.
He's saying that Krishna only killed everybody, both the sides, both the enemies and those on the side of your fighting on the Pandavas side.
Mhm.
Whoever was killed by Krishna, and we know that pastime of that his Sudarshan Chakra.
Mm.
Krishna Sudarshan Chakra was killing everybody.
So this is the time Vidura came to know that Duryodhana is dead, right? Yeah.
Okay, so the next verse.
13. Duryodhana was very fit of his fortune and duration of life because of the intricacy of ill advice given by Karna, Dushasana, and Sobala. When he lay on the ground with his followers, his thighs broken, although he was powerful, the Lord was not happy to see the scene. Mm. So I think all the ill advice was given by his mama, right?
Yeah,
Shukni.
yeah, all the others also are. Okay, it was a whole group.
Whole, whole band group. Okay. After the end of the battle of Kurukshetra, the Lord said, the abatement of the earth great burden, 8 Ashuknis, have now been effected with the help of Drona, Bhishma, Arjuna, and Bhima. Oh, Bhishma, Arjuna, and Bhima. But what is this? There is still the great strength of the Yadu dynasty, born of myself, which may be a more unbearable burden. Hmm.
Okay.
15. When they quarrel among themselves, influenced by intoxication with their eyes red like copper because of drinking madhu, then only will they disappear. Otherwise, it will not be possible. On my disappearance, the incident will take place.
So anything, any comments? I think you want to say
I
something.
think the Yadus killed themselves right after Lord left.
Yeah.
And that was also the sharp, right? Given by um, who gave the sharp to Lord Krishna? All your
Gandhari.
Gandhari. Yeah.
Okay, so next 5 verses. Who wants to read? Meanwhile, we can read this Krishna. So I asked, did Krishna leave the battlefield because of Rukmini? Short answer, no. Krishna did not leave the battlefield because of Rukmini, but Rukmini is connected to the same period of events, so the confusion is understandable. Let's clarify this carefully, step by step, according to Gaudiya Vaishnava explanation. Why Krishna left the battlefield? Ranchoda. Krishna left the battlefield while fighting Kalyavan before his marriage to Rukmini. The reason, as I explained earlier, was Kalyavan had a boon that he could not be killed by Krishna directly. Was there a boon like that Kalyavan had? Krishna led him to the cave of King Muchukunda. Kalyavan was burnt to ashes by Muchukunda's clans. This preserved dharma and honored the boons granted by the devas. This is the sole reason for Krishna being called Ranchod. It had nothing to do with Rukmini emotionally or romantically. Where Rukmini enters the story. After the episode with Kalyavan, Krishna had already relocated the Yadus to Dwarka. Soon after, he heard of Rukmini's distress. She had sent a confidential letter begging Krishna to rescue her from her forced marriage to Shishupal. Only after all this does Krishna go to Vidarbha and abduct Rukmini. So chronologically, Kalyavan battle, Krishna leaves the battlefield. Muchukunda kills Kalyavan. Dwarka is established. Rukmini sends a letter. Krishna goes to marry Rukmini. Why sometimes people connect Ranchod and Rukmini? There are two reasons for these confusions. Both events happened in Mathura Dwarka period. Narratives are close together in the Bhagavatam, so they blend in people's memory. Folk retellings oversimplify the Leela. In some popular or non-Vaishnava tellings, the story is romantically distorted into Krishna ran away from the battle to go to Rukmini. It is not supported by Srimad Bhagavatam or Prabhupada's explanation. But Prabhupada does write that. The real connection between Krishna and Rukmini. Okay, that is okay. Rukmini's rescue was planned, dharmic, heroic, fully concerned. I learned sure. To argue one pastime. Yeah.
Are these two were not different Leelas, Prabhuji? Two different Leelas, I think.
Yeah, different Leelas. But why Krishna left the battlefield? In the Krishna book, Prabhupada writes, Krishna left the battlefield because Rukmini had written a letter. And but that's, we don't want to contradict what Prabhupada says. But here it's he's saying it left the battlefield because Muchukunda would kill Kalyavan. So let's see where Prabhupada is saying that in the Krishna book.
Yeah, it is in Krishna book 1.51. 1.51, sorry, 51 chapter.
Yeah.
Prabhupada is writing Krishna is called Ranchorji.
Yeah, by
Did not
It's in 52 or 51, you said?
51. Yeah.
By following the footsteps of pure devotees, we can know that Krishna Ranchodji did not leave the battlefield because he was afraid, but because he had some other purpose. The purpose, as it will be revealed, was to attend to a confidential letter sent by Rukmini, his future first wife. Okay, so that's where he says that.
So I guess it's not contradictory, but in Bhagavatam it doesn't say why he left. It just says he left. And here it's explained maybe that the reason he left. But it could have been a double. It could have been a double. That Muchukunda or Kalyavan could not be killed by him, and he let Muchukunda kill him, and then
like I don't think Bhagavatam is referencing why Krishna got the name Ranchor.
Yeah,
that's not there. Like people called him, right? It's not mentioned in Bhagavatam. So they may calling him Ranchor because of Rukmini. Yeah, there's no verse with Ranchod mentioned in Bhagavatam.
Ranchod is not there in the verse. I mean, this is just describing Krishna's Leela, so maybe the name came
afterwards, like colloquially, like people. It's whether Bhagavatam mentions him as Ranchod or not. That's where we are discussing, right? Why is he called Ranchod? Is it because of the Kalyavan pastime or Rukmini pastime?
Maybe it is because of the Kalyavan, because they just were ignorant on the real reason.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, we want to understand whether scriptures are saying that he's called Ranchod or that happened, that came later. Like everybody started to call him.
Krishna was in Mathura when Kalyavan attacked. Then he moved to Dwarka. what we read in that. Then he was in Dwarka at that time.
That is true that when
Where
the
was
letter
Krishna? When Rukmini wrote the letter, where was Krishna? Was he
Yeah, he
on?
was in Dwarka. He was in Dwarka. That is it's mentioned in that past time of
So there was
Rukmini.
no battle going on at that
Uh,
time in
I
Mathura.
mean,
Was there a battle going on in? So if he's called Ran Chhod, then for Rukmini, then
yeah, even I've heard.
there was no battle going on in Dwarka.
I think actually Krishna Bhagwan went to, he got the letter from Rukmini and leaves when there was like 18 attacks by, who was that, Jarasangh or whatever.
Mhm.
So when that happened, at the same time he got this letter, so he leaves at that time. But that's why he doesn't being called Ranchor. He basically run away from the battle from Kalyavan. That's why he was called Ranchor. He left, he ran away,
Yeah, that is so. That's what we are trying to. He left the battlefield. That is clear. So he's called.
Right.
You can call him Ranchod because he left the battlefield. But
Right.
what was the reason that he left the battlefield? That's what we are
I
trying to
think
figure out.
Prabhuji, when Jarasangh was attacking Mathura, like he did it for 18 times, and on the last time he had some Brahmins, he got some kind of assurance from the Brahmins that he is going to win this time. And just to keep the Brahmins, this thing kind of intact. That's why Krishna ran away from the Ranbhumi. That's why he called Ranchod.
Yeah, so I think Jarasandh and Kalyavan, they both kind of attacked uh, simultaneously, as I understand. And yeah, so there was a fight going on with Jarasandh or Kalyavan, whatever, either of them. And Kalyavan was also attacking. And we hear that Kalyavan was saying, "You coward, you stop. Why are you fleeing away from the battle?" And he was running to catch Krishna. Krishna was walking, but he could not. He could not catch Krishna. And then finally, Krishna led him into a cave where Muchukunda was sleeping. And this Muchukunda had the benediction that, I mean, he fought with the demigods, and the demigods asked him, "Muchukunda, what do you want?" He said, "I'm very tired. I want to sleep very peacefully." So the demigod said, "Yes." And there was also this boon that whoever wakes you up from your sleep will be burned to ashes. So Muchukunda, yeah, then that pastime you all know that Muchukunda was sleeping in the cave, and Krishna went inside the cave. Kalyavan came and he thought Krishna is just, is afraid of him. He's just trying to avoid him. He's now sleeping. So maybe he kicked Muchukunda, actually thinking that he was Krishna. And then Muchukunda looked at him and Kalyavan burned to ashes. But the question is that when did he leave the battlefield? It was not because of Rukmini, although Prabhupada says like that. But he was in Dwarka at that time and there was no battle going on for Rukmini's rescue. Right? So it was because of Jarasandh and Kalyavan they were attacking. So he left the battlefield. For he wanted to kill Kalyavan, and we heard that Kalyavan had a boon that he could not be killed by Krishna. I don't know how Kalyavan got the boon. Who gave Kalyavan the boon? Ask.
It's interesting that there's no lectures on this at all by anybody. I mean, yeah, just to connect.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
sorry. When Kalyavan was after Krishna, like when Krishna was walking and Kalyavan was running, he climbed the mountain. He and Balram, they climbed the mountain, and while getting down from the mountain, like jumping from the mountain, that's when he kind of asked Vishwakarma to create the Dwarika. So the Dwarika was not there until he had this chase from Kalyavan.
Yeah, he jumped. Both Krishna and Balaram jumped. Prabhupada was asked, where is this mountain? Because it is described as 80 miles high or something like that. So he says, where is this mountain? Somebody asked Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, it's in the sky. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, actually, if you go to chapter 51, it's saying that before what we read, it's saying that Jarasandha is attacking and Krishna wanted to prevent further killing of soldiers, so he left the battlefield. This is so if you go to 51 chapter,
Okay.
this is
One different. 10 to.
I'm in Krishna book. You're in Krishna book. This is Bhagavad.
Krishna book, okay. But here also there must be some. Okay, let's look at Krishna book first. What do you want to share? Okay. Yeah, where?
Second last paragraph. Oh no, just type in this. Lord Shri Krishna wanted to save Mathura. Wanted to save.
51 chapter.
Yeah, 51. Is this title Krishna the Ranchod? Is it?
That's 52.
Sorry, it's 52.
Yeah.
Yeah, wanted to save.
Lord Krishna wanted to save Mathura from the 18th attack of the great military divisions of King Jarasandha. To prevent further killing of soldiers and to attend to other important business, Lord Krishna left the battlefield without fighting. Actually, he was not at all afraid, but he pretended to be an ordinary human being, frightened by the immense quantity of soldiers and resources of Jarasandha. Without any weapons, Krishna left the battlefield. So this is another reason he is saying he left to prevent the soldiers from being killed. This time Jarasandha, okay. Jarasandha thought that Krishna and Balaram were very much afraid. Yeah, and then they went to the mountain, right? In India, especially in Gujarat, there are many temples of Krishna known as Ranchorji. Okay.
Yeah, so many times he has fled the battle. Many times he has fled. In the case of Kalyavan, also in this case, 18th time when Jarasandha is attacking, Krishna didn't want the soldiers to be killed. He fled. So many times he has fled.
But let's see, I mean, in the Bhagavatam, the verses 10th canto. Deliverance of Machu. Yeah, this is about the Muchukunda, so before that. Anyway, we can, when we come to this chapter, reading, we'll see. We can park it for now. But what Kalyavan had got the boon, Kalyavan received that boon from Garga Muni, Gargacharya. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, Kalyavan performed severe austerities to please Garga Muni. And the sage granted him a benediction that he would not be killed by Krishna. Feeling secure because of this, Kalyavan later attacked Mathura, confident that Krishna could not kill him. Okay, so then there is the pastime of.
Yeah, so in that 52 chapter, which is the letter Rukmani, there it says that they all fled from and they climbed a high mountain named Pravarshan.
Yeah, so was he fleeing from the battle with Kalyavan or Jarasandha?
Jarasandha.
Jarasandha. because he didn't want to cause. But we hear also that Krishna was not killing Jarasandha because every time he was getting defeated and then he was coming back. Because in this way, Krishna wanted to kill all the kings who were supporting Jarasandha, and Krishna did not have to go and find them. Jarasandha was coming every time with all the other inimical kings to Krishna, and he would kill them. So he was sparing Jarasandha. So, but this time he wanted to spare the life of the soldiers. That's what it says.
Yeah.
So,
And he put fire onto the mountain, and Jarasan thought they both had been burnt. And so he withdrew his military force and he returned back. Thought they were killed because he put fire onto that mountain.
and it says they attacked simultaneously. I asked this. Yes, effectively, both Jarasandha and Kalyavan attacked Mathura. Jarasandha had already attacked Mathura 17 times and had been defeated each time. After this defeats, Kalyavan marched towards Mathura with a vast Yavana army. At the same time, Jarasandha again attacked Mathura, this time from another direction. So both were coming from different directions. So while Kalyavan and Jarasandha were not allies in a formal sense, their attacks converged simultaneously, placing Krishna in a situation of two front pressure, like India being attacked by Pakistan and China, like two front. The Bhagavatam describes that Kalyavan advanced directly towards Mathura with his Malicha forces. Jarasan took advantage of this moment and attacked Mathura again, effectively coordinating by circumstance. This is why Krishna decided not to fight both forces at once, but instead led Kalyavan away from Mathura and arranged his death through King Muchukunda, relocated the Yadu dynasty to Dwarka, making future attacks by Jarasan ineffective. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we are back to our 15. Who read next?
I can read it. That's okay.
All right. Yeah.
I think we need to read 16.
So, 16, okay, yeah. Correct, 15, 5, 5. So,
Lord Shri Krishna, thus thinking to himself, established Maharaj Yudhishthir in the position of supreme control of the world in order to show the ideal of administration on the path of piety. The embryo of Puru's descendant begotten by the great hero Abhimanyu in the womb of Uttara, his wife, was burned by the weapon of the son of Drona. But later he was again protected by the Lord. I'll read again. The embryo of Puru's descendant begotten by the great hero Abhimanyu in the womb of Uttara, his wife, by burned. Okay, it's talking about Parikshit Maharaj. So, who was protected inside the womb of Mother Uttara by the Lord. So, yeah. Ashwathama, who released the Brahmastra to kill Parikshit Maharaj. The Supreme Lord induced the son of Dharma to perform 3 horse sacrifices. The Maharaj Yudhishthir, constantly following Krishna, the personality of Godhead, protected and enjoyed the earth assisted by his younger brothers. So, Maharaj Yudhishthir is called a Dharmaraj, right? And horse sacrifices to perform 3 horse sacrifices. And always protected by the Lord.
yeah, and this horse, we may think, how can a horse be sacrificed, right? I mean, I don't know if the horse was killed, right, or sacrificed, but they say that that was to give a higher
Birth.
birth, yeah, like a human birth, or maybe send them back to Godhead. The mantras were so powerful, yeah. or to old body.
Isn't it the horse runs
It
to all
is.
the kingdoms and all the kings have to accept their defeat.
Mm.
That's the Ashwamedha, not like uh, killing of the horse.
So
Like the
that's
horse is
I,
running.
I've
yeah.
I've heard in one of the lectures that it's called a horse reviving sacrifice and not a horse killing sacrifice, because the horse sacrificed in that yajna will get a much higher birth, and that's just to prove that the sages are chanting the mantras accurately. When that happens, the horse gets a much higher birth. So it's like reviving it, not killing it.
But what Radhika is saying is that the horse was not actually killed also in the Ashwamedha sacrifice. So we have to find out the details
Mm.
of the Ashwamedha yajna. So was actually the horse killed or was it just running around? I mean it's a sacrifice, so maybe so we don't say killing as you are saying revival. So the soul goes to a higher form and by the power of chanting the mantras. Yeah. Was the horse killed in Ashwamedh Yagna? Let's see.
What is Ashwamedha Yagna?
Yes, in the original Vedic, the horse was ritually sacrificed, but not in the way people. So it was sacrificed, but not in the way people usually imagine. It was not animal killing for enjoyment. It is completely forbidden in Kali Yuga. Was apparently killed, yes. So the real purpose was not killing. So yeah, still. So there is.
Says the horse was set free to roam the lands, accompanied only by charioteer. The horse wandered unchallenged into another kingdom. It signified the subjugation of that kingdom by the performing king. So it's not like there is an aspect of horse going to different kingdoms and kings subjugating themselves to that.
But then what happens after that? I mean, it's not like
Yeah.
we don't know that the horse was running around and then when it comes back and nobody challenges, then what happens is the yagna complete at that point. It doesn't seem like so. The horse is also given a new body. So I mean, this is what it says. So I don't know.
Yeah, so it's not merely just the killing of the horse. It's a process.
Yeah, it's like we say in the Vedic. This later degenerated. So Buddha appeared and he said no, no more this because then people were using this to eat meat. So Buddha appeared and he said he rejected the Vedas. But before that, they were chanting the mantras and they were like this came up in a conversation between Chandkazi and Lord Chaitanya.
Mhm.
Hmm?
Mhm.
Yeah. So Chandkazi also said, well, in your sacrifice also animals are killed and like that. And then Mahaprabhu says, no, that is to give a higher life to the animal. But you are killing you cannot do that. So you are going to hell. He said like that. You Muslims are going to hell. He said like that. There's a verse like that. Because you are killing the cow and the cow is not getting like, you're not doing anything like that. So, okay. So anyway, this is all forbidden in this. Ashwamedha Gavalambam is a verse. Ashwamedha Gavalambam Palapetrikam. Who knows that verse?
Mhm.
Ashwamedha Gavalambam Sanyasam Palapetrikam Devarena Sutotpatim Kalo Pancha Vivarjayet. So it is not recommended, all these things. It is in the Bhagavatam, I think, this verse, which is quoted from Brahma Vaivarta Puran. Says here. In Chaitanya Chaitra. Okay. In this age of Kali, 5 acts are forbidden: the offering of a horse in sacrifice, the offering of a cow in sacrifice, the acceptance of the order of sannyas, the offering of oblations of flesh to the forefathers, and the man begetting children in his brother's wife. which was there, right? Because Vyasdev, he begot children. Who's that? Amba? Oh, no,
Mhm.
Ambika.
Ambika, Ambalika.
Okay, so next verse we'll read.
Simultaneously, the personality of Godhead enjoyed life in the city of Dwarka, strictly in conformity, strictly in conformity with the Vedic customs of society. He was situated in detachment and knowledge as enunciated by the Sankhya system of philosophy.
Okay.
So he was in Dwarka. Yeah. He was there in his transcendental body, the residence of the goddess of fortune, with his usual gentle and sweetly smiling face, his nectarian words, and his flawless character. So Krishna is always transcendental, either in the material world or there. So yeah.
Okay, next. Anybody else like to read the? So 21, I'll read that, nobody's reading. The Lord enjoyed his
I'll
pastimes.
read Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I read Prabhuji? Yeah, Hare Krishna. The Lord enjoyed his pastimes both in this world and in other worlds, higher planets, specifically in the association of the Edu dynasty. At leisure hours offered by night, he enjoyed the friendship of conjugal love with women. What what is meant by this world and other worlds, Prabhuji? Both in this world and in other worlds, in other planets.
Yeah, I don't know. It's what is exactly saying here. The Lord enjoyed in this world with his pure devotee.
Lord is always present in the spiritual world. When he comes to the material world, performs his passing, but he's simultaneously present in the spiritual world
In,
also.
you mean to tell other planets, Mataji?
Spiritual world.
Other
In
world.
material planet, there is only one planet Krishna is present. He's present right now also. In some material planet, he's performing his pastimes. But then he's always there in the spiritual world also. Ashtakalya Leela is happening eternally in the spiritual world. Okay.
Yeah, so we because he came to this planet Earth, it was not that he was missing in Golok Vrindavan, but Radharani was also here 5,000 years back, right? Everybody came here. So, but in the spiritual world also, it was like, was it vacant there? Nobody was.
No, because
So,
currently Krishna is present in some material planet doing his pastimes.
yeah, and he's also in Golok Vrindavan.
Yeah.
So, simultaneously, he can be present. But he can expand. Similarly, I don't know, all these gopis also who are coming with him, Lalita, Vishakha, they also may be they will also be in the spiritual world
Yeah, that is even in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, all of those are gopis only, right? The expansion, Ramananda Rai, Swarup Damodar, Lalita Vishakha, Radha and Krishna combined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back.
Yeah, so Krishna is not absent in Golok Vrindavan because he's here. So it's difficult to understand for us. But we can see that Krishna was present with everybody in Dwarka simultaneously. So he can be present simultaneously in many places. That is his.
As he was.
Is Golok the same as the spiritual planet that you were talking about? Same?
Yeah,
Or is it different?
yeah. Golok Vrindavan is the highest planet in the spiritual world. So we are in the material world, and then beyond this material world, there is the spiritual world, which has many
Okay.
it's called many Vaikunthas, and then
Mhm.
the topmost planet there is Golok Vrindavan, where there is no birth, no death, no old age, no disease, right? In that
Yeah.
spiritual sky. So there also Krishna, but Krishna comes here, right, in this material
Mhm.
world 5,000 years back,
There also.
but he's not absent there
Yeah.
in Golok Vrindavan. Otherwise, or maybe he comes with everybody from Golok Vrindavan here. They say he brings his whole
Yeah.
this things.
Sure.
All the entourage.
He can be with 16,000 wives at the same time.
Yeah, I was about to tell that. He was there with 16,108 wives, and that is nothing.
Yeah, so it is, he's probably everywhere.
Everywhere. The Lord was thus engaged in household life for many, many years, but at last his detachment from ephemeral sex life was fully manifested.
Yeah. Okay. Next verse.
Every living entity is controlled by a supernatural force, and thus his sense enjoyment is also under the control of that supernatural force. No one, therefore, can put his faith in Lord Krishna's transcendental sense activities, but one who has become a devotee of the Lord by rendering devotional service. Yeah, so devotional service is the main important thing where we can gain bhakti or Krishna's mercy.
So everything is controlled. It's saying every living entity, we are all controlled. Although
Controlled.
it seems like we are independent, things happen in our life against our wish, right? So that we have experienced. So we are controlled by our past karma, and ultimately the Lord is controlling Maya Dakshina. So
Prakriti.
whatever we are going to get as part of our sense enjoyment is also controlled by that Supreme Lord. Okay.
24, Prabhuji. Once upon a time, great sages were made angry by the sporting activities of the princely descendants of the Yadu and Bhuja dynasties, and thus, as desired by the Lord, the sages cursed them. Princely descendant of the Yadu. Oh,
That is Samba. Samba getting
Samba. So,
cursed
yeah.
because he was joking with the sages, being a
And
pregnant
then
woman.
when pregnant, and that one, that miss, what is that musa, what is that rod they get, he delivers, I think so, the iron rod.
Yeah, he stuffed his belly with some pillows or something and appeared to
Yes,
be pregnant, dressed himself as a woman, and went to the sages and said, what did he
what
say?
baby, I mean whether
What will
he'll
it
get a
be?
boy or a
A
girl.
boy or a girl?
And they said, whatever it will be, whatever
Destroy.
will come out will destroy your whole Yadu
Your
dynasty.
whole Yadu family, your Yadu dynasty.
So they found an iron rod, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they went back to the palace,
King.
and they said,
Yes.
you should make this into powder, pulverize it, and then just throw it into the. So they were
Ocean.
trying to ocean. So they were trying to make it powder, but there was one little piece that they could not make it into powder. Other powder, everything was powder. And this.
And a fish swallowed that, and that was found by
Jara.
I mean, the fisherman, right? What is his name, Mataji? Twara.
Jara.
Okay.
And then he
And
made
then
an
he made
arrow.
us
Arrow.
an arrow.
Mm.
And all
Even those
all
powder
those powder.
things.
Yeah.
No, that generated some bamboo sticks or something. So they fought with each other through that bamboo sticks that came from that powder.
But
And
it was very sharp. It was so sharp that they could kill each other.
They were actually
A few.
hollow. It describes like it was. I don't know if they were. Sometimes it is said, how can you kill each other by fighting with such things? But it was the arrangement of the Lord. So okay.
they also became intoxicated, right? Drinking liquor. So they lost their mind basically.
It's a very
And
amazing pastime too.
A few months passed, and then, bewildered by Krishna, all the descendants of Vrishni, Bhoja, and Andaka, who were incarnations of demigods, went to Prabhasa, while those who were eternal devotees of the Lord did not live but remained in Dwarka. Hare Krishna. 25. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26. 26
So last three verses.
Should I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, or if anybody else who has not read.
Okay. Okay.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead.
After arriving there, all of them took bath, and with water of this place of pilgrimage, they offered their respects to the forefathers, demigods, and great sages, and thus satisfied them. They gave cows to Brahmanas in royal charity. The Brahmanas were not only given well-fed cows in charity, but also gold coins, bedding, clothing, animal skin seats, blankets, horses, elephants, girls, and sufficient land for maintenance.
So we may see animal skin. Maybe it was from dead animals who were already dead, who died a natural death.
Mhm.
So we don't. Yeah, they were not killed.
Right.
I mean, we should not use animal skin. In a leather jackets and in leather shoes and so many other leather seats, leather sofa. We should avoid that because nowadays they kill the animal for the leather.
Thereafter, they yes, go ahead.
Sorry. Why were they given girls? Was it for marriage or? Oh, yeah, to be given girls. And it was arranged for some brahmanas who were in difficulty for marriage to be given girls. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thereafter, they offered the Brahmanas highly delicious foodstuff, first offered to the personality of Godhead, and offered their respectful obeisances by touching their heads to the ground. They lived perfectly by protecting the cows and the Brahmanas.
Okay. So we'll read Bhagavatam daily verses. Is this the one? Yeah. गोप्यः कामाद् भयात् कंसो द्वेषात् चैत्यादयो नृपः संबंधात् वृष्णया स्नेहात् यूयं भक्त्या वयं विभो. My dear King Yudhishthir, the gopis by their lusty desires, Kans by his fear, Shishupal and other kings by envy, the Yadus by their familial relationship with Krishna, you Pandavas by your great affection for Krishna, and we, the general devotees, by our devotional service, have obtained the mercy of Krishna. Different persons achieve different types of mukti, Sayujya, Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya, and Sarshti, according to their own intense desire, which is called bhav. Thus it is described here that the gopis, by their lusty desires, which were based upon their intense love for Krishna, became the most beloved devotees of the Lord. Although the gopis at Vrindavan expressed their lusty desires in relationship with the paramour, Parakyaras, they actually had no lusty desires. This is significant of spiritual advancement. Their desires appeared lusty, but actually they were not lusty desires of the material world. The Chaitanya Charitamrita compares the desires of the spiritual and material world to gold and iron. Both gold and iron are metal, but there is a vast difference in their value. The lusty desires of the gopis for Krishna are compared to gold, and materialistic desires are compared to iron. Kans and other enemies of Krishna merged into the existence of Brahman. But why should Krishna's friends and devotees have the same position? Krishna's devotees attain the association of the Lord as his constant companions, either in Vrindavan or in the Vaikuntha planets. Similarly, although Narad Muni wanders in the three worlds, he has exalted devotion for Narayan, Aishwaryaman. The Vrishnis And Yadus and the father and mother of Krishna in Vrindavan all have familial relationships with Krishna. Krishna's foster father and mother in Vrindavan, however, are more exalted than Vasudeva and Devaki. Somehow or other, if you think of Krishna, you get purified. Something good will come out, even if it's in enmity or for whatever reason. Like we say, the sun purifies even the dirty place. So especially, like sometimes people ask, right? I'm eating meat. Can I chant Hare Krishna? Yes, you can chant Hare Krishna. So somehow or other, if we come in contact with the Lord, because the Lord is all pure, we will be purified. Not that we will contaminate the Lord. Of course, we cannot worship the deity if we are contaminated. But chanting the holy name, yeah, there is no. So in this way, Krishna is more. Krishna's descent as the holy name in Kali Yuga, Kali Kale Naam Rupe, Kali Kale Naam Rup, Kali
कृष्ण अवतार
Krishna Avatar,
कली काले नाम रूप कृष्ण अवतार नाम होते हुए सर्व जगत है
Vistar. Yes, so in this age, because we are all very impure and we can't do deity worship very properly because we are not fully pure. I mean, you have to get second initiation and then you have to really actually be clean in your heart and to do all this. So, considering our very impure situation, so Krishna has made the process very easy. So we can touch Krishna by. And Prabhupada said that most of our advancement, there is no other way to make advancement in this age than chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name. So 90% of our advancement comes from chanting. So we can touch Krishna no matter what our condition is and become purified. And we see all those, even then Dhruva Maharaj was also full of material desires. But somehow or other, he chanted the holy name, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This was a different age. And he became purified. Sthana Abhilashi, Tapasi Stitoham, Tvam Praptavan, Deva.
देवमिन्द्र गुह्यं काचन वचनवन अपि दिव्य रत्नम स्वामिन कृतार्थस्मि वरम न याचे
So he became purified of all his desires. So if you come in contact with any form of Krishna, I mean prasad also, Krishna says you are delivered from all sinful reactions. Muchyante sarva kilbishai. Yagna shishta sina santo muchyante sarva kilbishai. Bhunjate tu. So prasad also purifies. By eating prasadam, our intelligence becomes purified. By chanting the holy name, by coming in contact with Bhagavatam. So all different ways. So here it mentions gopis had lusty desires. But Prabhupada clarifies in the purport, this is not like the lusty desires of the material world. Because here it is based on one's own desire to enjoy, right? So that is the Atmendra Priti Vancha Tara Balikam. We are saying love, 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 but everybody wants to please their own senses. So, and if there is any any problems in doing that, then there is separation. So everybody is selfish, but we know gopis, especially the pastime where Krishna had a headache, and his headache would be only relieved if they got the dust from a devotee's feet. And then Narad Muni went and he asked the gopis, and gopis were ready. And Narad Muni said, "Well, you'll go to hell for millions of years for doing this, to give dust on the Lord's head." He says, "No, it doesn't matter. If Krishna is going to be feeling relief, first of all, Krishna cannot have a headache in one sense, because maybe he has a transcendental headache. He doesn't have a material body." So, but he has a transcendental headache. It's a leela. So to show the selfless nature of the gopis. So the closest to pure love, they say, is mother's love for the child, but that is also contaminated because there's a bodily conception there. It's my child. The mother may not feel the same for other children, right? Because this is my child coming from my belly, and I conceived this child. So, but still, Prabhupada would say like that mother's love, because she would do anything, she would sacrifice her own comforts to give pleasure to the child. So that is there. So Gopi's love is like gold, and whatever our love here we say, it's lust, it's like iron. So love means selfless. It is not I want something from you. So that is usually the case. If you can find, maybe there is some selfless love where you don't want anything from anybody. It's just you want to uh, like
So,
give.
so Prabhupada never used that word love. He used the word devotional service. So when the wife says to the husband, I love you, what does that mean? She serves the husband. Of course, unconditionally, that's the highest service.
Service, yeah. So that also doesn't mean that, okay, the husband wants sense gratification. So the wife is complying and helping in. That's not the idea. I mean, that's not the idea that whatever somebody
It's
else
just
wants.
not,
Yeah.
in material relationships, love only means I try to help the other person move closer to Krishna.
Krishna, correct. That you can say, and of course you can care for them because they are also part and parcel of Krishna. Somebody is sick, you go and help them and things, but there is no desire for personal enjoyment, either at the subtle level or at the gross level. So that is real love. If you have that, then that is real love. Because, yeah, I just want to help, and it is not based on the bodily platform. Of course, because we are all conditioned souls, and the conditioned soul has needs for sense gratification. The liberated souls don't have need for sense gratification. The conditioned soul has this tendency because they have lust in their heart. So that is why there is a way. Krishna knows this. So he says, okay, you can use that tendency for procreation and in this way make the child Krishna conscious. But yeah. So the last verse of Shikshashtakam also says like that, right? Radharani says, Aslishyava padaratam pinashtumam adarshanan marmahatam karutuva yatha tatha va vidadatulam pato mat prananathastu saeva naparaha. I don't want that. However you want to treat me, that's up to you. But I am surrendered to you unconditionally. You can do whatever you like. Of course, then we say, why Radharani becomes angry with Krishna? Well, that's a different Leela. That's also to please Krishna. I think that's the underlying. Everything Radharani does is to please Krishna. So it's difficult to understand from a material point of view that how is she becoming angry. It's like when Krishna goes to Chandravali's camp and she becomes angry and things like that. So it seems like in this material world, we are possessive and we become envious. So is Radharani also becoming envious? But it's not like that. Chandravali is also an expansion of Radharani. We say all the gopis are expansions of Radharani. Difficult to understand all this from a mundane perspective. Okay, so and then he talks about the verse.
Yeah, I mean, envy I was mentioning yesterday, I was thinking about it. So, envy of Krishna has brought us to this material world. Ichha dvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharata. When Krishna tells Arjuna that I am revealing this confidential knowledge to you because you're not envious of me. So how can envy, here it says envy of the Shishupal, he obtained the mercy of Krishna, because it's a different, if you think, Shishupal was always thinking of Krishna, right? He was cursing Krishna, taking Krishna's names. But us being envious of Krishna, we don't remember Krishna. In the material world, if somebody is envious of Krishna, he would think of himself as the enjoyer. He will never remember God, right? So that's why that particular envy of Krishna, he's always bound to this material world and continues to take his birth, because he thinks himself as the enjoyer, as a competitor of Krishna. He's never remembering Krishna, being envious of Krishna. But Shishupal was different. He was remembering Krishna, cursing him, and
Yeah, because he could see Krishna. Right, like right now in the material world, most people don't believe even that Krishna exists, right? Many people may not even think that, because there is out of sight, out of mind. So
Mhm.
you don't even see
So,
Krishna. Shishupal was seeing Krishna, like, and there was they were contemporaries, right? They were at the same time
yeah,
there. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, out of fear is fine, because some people come to Krishna out of fear of this material world, of some situations, right? Worshipping Krishna out of fear. Out of lusty desires, yeah, it could be that, I'm thinking Krishna as my beloved, as my husband, to fulfill my desires. That is also fine. At least I'm thinking of Krishna. But envy is not, that's why we say envy is not, cannot be used in Krishna's service. Others can be used. Lust, anger, greed, pride, illusion can be used in Krishna's service.
yeah, we have forgotten out of envy, but we don't remember Krishna here. That's the thing. Shishupal was envious, as you were saying, but he was remembering Krishna, like the Krishna's form, maybe Krishna's, yeah, whatever activities he was doing, Shishupal was getting to know. But here, yeah, we don't remember. So in that way, we are not thinking of Krishna, and so we are not getting purified. So yeah, okay. So um, yeah, another thing I wanted to say. So Narad Muni is saying, yes, out of devotional service we have obtained the mercy of Krishna. Others obtained in different ways. Okay. Anything else on this verse? So there are 5 kinds of liberation mentioned: Sayujya, Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya, and Sarashti. Sayujya is merging into the impersonal effulgence. Salokya means to be on the.
Be on the same planet as the Lord.
Sarupya means to have same
Form.
form. Samipya means
To
to
be
have
close.
Sarashti.
Living in actually same opulence.
I mean, once you go back to the spiritual world, then you are on the same planet, right? Because you are in the spiritual planet. The Salukya is there. Samipya, yeah, because I want to understand this. Because you are also in near to the Lord, right? That's why Krishna is not as Paramatma in your heart, right? Because you can see Krishna there. So Samipya and Salukya. Sarupya is to have the same form as the Lord. Now, this can be interpreted in 2 ways, like to have the same form, like in Vishnu, Vaikunthas, they have the same four-armed form as Vishnu, like Vishnu Dutas, they have. Another way to interpret this is that you have the same spiritual form like the Lord. You are also Satchidananda Vigraha, like the Lord. So this kind of, like, I don't know why it's kind of not separate. It's, if you have one, then you automatically have the others also. And Sarashti, they are same opulence as the Lord. Yeah, because you are in that planet which is opulent. So you are living in opulence. Of course, Krishna is the master, but still. So maybe we can find out why
Shastri,
Sarashti is to have the
Hare
same
Krishna.
same opulence,
Yeah, it
same.
means the same power as a power and opulences, which
Which may be different. Yeah, Krishna has
maybe,
more, but
yeah.
but sometimes the devotees are in Vrindavan. Krishna gives them more. They can subdue Krishna, right? In the Gopas they fight, Krishna loses. So in the wrestling match, so they're not mutually exclusive. You, right? So one thing is there, then the others are automatically there also. So
Yeah. Um, on the desires, I was thinking about Mirabai. That is all I can think about, Mirabai for in this world anyway, material world, um, as an example. And then about the envy, yeah, when we are envious of somebody, then we are always thinking of, like, okay, this person does this, so you are imagining this person in your mind. So same thing, Shishupala was probably seeing Krishna and imagining Krishna also in his mind, that he does this, he can do this, then I will do this, like that. And that's why he was in constant remembrance in that way.
and he knew about the prediction also that, like, I mean, Shishupal, did he know that 100 offenses he would be spared, and then I guess Shishupal knew about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He would always stop at 99. But this time on the Rajasuya Yajna, he forgot. And that's when he was killed. But he would always stop at 99 curses.
No, I think it was piling up, right? Every time he would do it was.
No, it was in one go more than 100.
Oh,
That's what I
in
that's
one
what I
go.
have heard. In one go more than 100.
So he made
So
100
he would always
offenses.
stop at 99.
Oh, okay.
Oh, every time 100?
Yeah. That's
I
what
thought
I
it
have
was
heard. I may be wrong. I don't know.
Okay.
yeah.
I thought it was he was counting. That was my understanding, but
Yeah.
it was
I
like.
thought also he was piling up.
But he made
Interesting.
100. Then he must have made 100 offenses in
So then
Rajasuya.
he has to count the 99 offenses every time he makes an offense.
Can you ask Chat GPT and confirm?
I think
Because 100
ChatGPT.
for a person is very low number. In his whole life, he just cursed Krishna just less than 100 times. He was always cursing Krishna.
But they say this offense each was punishable by death, right? It was not like a minor offense. Somebody said like that also, that Krishna said, "I will pardon 100 offenses of Shishupal, each offense being punishable by death penalty." So I don't know. We can see.
Also could be face to face, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So what should I write to ChatGPT? Are the offenses of Shishupal? How were the offenses of Shishupal counted towards Lord Krishna counted? But maybe that is correct. You're saying we don't know. Anyway, so he made 100 offenses then.
In one go.
So here it says this pastime is correct. Okay, how's it all? Or in simple words, Krishna personally tolerated and counted Shishupal's offense until a fixed limit was reached. But that when that limit was crossed, Krishna ended the pastime. He would forgive 100 offenses committed by Shishupal. Okay. How the counting works? Every verbal blasphemy, insult, or public accusation. Okay, so every verbal was counted. It says Shishupal had already committed 99 offenses. By the time of Rajasuya sacrifice, Shishupal had already committed 99 offenses. At the assembly, he openly and repeatedly insulted Krishna when he crossed the 100 offenses. So we have to get some, this chat when he crossed the 100 offense, he was
Yeah, when I asked, was it within a single lifetime? It said that Krishna counted 100 major transgressions over the course of Shishupala's. So he didn't count every little thing he did,
Yeah,
according to,
major. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
what I
major,
said. Death
yeah.
penalties, like.
Knew he was going to do it all day long anyway.
But was it all at one time he would count, or was it like piling up? He was counting. That's the question.
According to this, it says that from childhood onwards, Shishupala repeatedly showed hatred and jealousy towards Krishna. Krishna counted 100 major transgressions over the course of Shishupala's life. The final insult was during the Rajasuya Agna,
Where are you
triggering
reading
his
from? You're reading from.
ChatGPT only. I asked, was the 100 within one lifetime or,
No, it
you
was
know?
in within one lifetime of Shishupal. But was it at one time, like let's say one event that
Yeah,
required
that's saying that.
lifetime? Yes, because it was his whole one lifetime, right? But during one event, like so, let's say I criticized 50 times, and then Krishna resets the counter. Okay, it
Yeah,
goes
it's
goes
that.
back to zero, and then next time.
Yeah. It's saying that in Mahabharata, the 100 offenses forgiven were all committed by Shishupala in that one lifetime. So,
Okay,
so
so
not,
lifetime, not in one go, basically. That you're saying.
yeah, that's why I think it says major transgressions. So I don't know. We can take it anyway, any which way, but
Yeah, it's not
um,
so much like relevant, but it's okay.
yeah,
And devotees also speak in different ways. That's why, I mean, speak whatever devotees have said, right? So we can do
and
more
Krishna,
research before
uh,
speaking.
yeah,
Yeah.
according to Gita, Krishna is not hurt by the good or the bad. Um, so little, here and there, saying something bad would not hurt him. So but the person is thinking of Krishna when saying it.
Anyway, he was thinking, and he was more envious also because he must have been he really wanted to marry Rukmini. And
Hmm.
Krishna just took Rukmini away. So he lost his cherished object.
Like he was a dulha in that marriage. He had come dressed as a groom. On that day of marriage only, Krishna kidnapped Rukmani.
Yeah, because the marriage was already decided. It was not Rukmini was going to
Yeah.
select a king, right? She was not there.
No, it was already decided.
It was decided.
Rukmi wanted Rukmani to marry Shishupal,
It
and
was
it was
not a
already
swayamvar where she was going to
decided.
select her husband. Okay, so we'll read one more verse, or anybody like to share anything? Then we'll stop here. Any other?
Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you say about the Sayujya Mukti and like Jivatma merges in Brahma Jyoti, what is exactly meaning? Is it meaning like there is no birth and death cycle also?
That means like you feel, yeah, you as a spirit soul, you go into the Brahma Jyoti and you stay
Mhm.
there for some time, but then, as Shastra says, that because you are not in your position of loving Krishna, then you don't feel very happy after some time. There is peace, but there is no joy. So there is peace. It's like coming from negative to zero. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. But actually, we want Ananda, not just Shanti. Shanti is good when you're troubled by a lot of, pain. But Shanti is not what we are looking for. We are looking for like some relationships and some joy and
Ananda.
go ahead.
Ananda. You're
Ananda.
looking for
Anandamayo Pyasa. So that Ananda is not there. I mean, there is Brahmananda, we say Brahmananda. There is, see, some joy comes from, like you have COVID and your COVID goes away. There is some joy that comes, right? Okay, my COVID went away. So that's a joy that comes. So you feel that kind of joy. But it is not positive joy. So from a relationship with. And many impersonalists think that all relationships are sources of misery. In this world, A lot of relationships turn sour, and there is always disagreements, especially in Kali Yuga. And nobody gets along with each other. So they want to just nullify that. Okay, we don't want any more relationship with anybody. We'll just be in peace with the the all pervading energy, and we'll just stay like that. It's so peaceful. That's good. I mean, because in this material world we are troubled by all this. Relationships give a lot of trouble, right? When there is relationships break and divorces happen and all these things, it gives a lot of anxiety. So there you are free from that. So you feel happy. But that's not real happiness. There's a positive joy of serving Krishna. So that's what Sahyajam is. But you can't, it's not really mukti, because you can't really stay in that situation forever. Although it says mukti, but for a long time you can be in that situation. But it's not like you can be in that situation forever. And yeah, so we don't want any relationships, because all relationships are bad. So we think, oh, another relationship with God? Well, he's a person and I have to have a relationship with a person? No. This. What if it doesn't work out? Yeah, then because we have the memory of all the bad relationships in this world. So that's why they like to make God as impersonal. That's the real thing. But then we are denying God, right? Personality. If God is complete, then how can he not have desires and be a person? Anything else you want to say? Okay, any songs you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay, this Kama Krishna Kamarpane. Okay. What is that verse you want to say? Just sing the verse. All right.
My pasting. So Vaisheshika Maharaj sings this very nicely. So I will sing. This is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. दयाल निताय चैतन्य बोले नाच रे यार मन दयाल निताय चैतन्य बोले नाच रे यार मन 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 दयाल निताय चैतन्य बोले नाच रे यार मन दयाल तो नहीं है मार के प्रेम दे दयाल तो नहीं है अपराध दूरे जाबे पाबे प्रेम धन अरे अपराध दूरे जाबे पाबे प्रेम धन विचार तो नहीं है ओ में अपराध विचार तो नहीं है कृष्ण नामे रुचि हाबे गुजीबे बंधन ताको कृष्ण नामे रुचि हाबे गुजीबे बंधन दयाल निताय चैतन्य बोले नाच रे यार मन दयाल निताय चैतन्य बोले नाच रे यार मन अनुराग तो हाबे है कृष्णा नामे अनुराग तो हाबे है अनया से सफल हाबे जीवेरा जीवन ताखो अनया से सफल हाबे जीवेरा जीवन जीवन तो मीछे है कृष्णा रति बिना जीवन तो मीछे है वृंदावने राधा श्यामे पाबे दर्शन ऐसे वृंदावने राधा श्यामे पाबे दर्शन गौर कृपा हाले है गौर कृपा हाले है दयाल निताय चैतन्य बोले नाच रे यार मन दयाल निताय चैतन्य बोले नाच रे यार मन So Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying that chanting the holy name Dayal Nitai Chaitanya, oh my mind please dance, oh my mind please dance, oh my mind please dance. Oh, such a merciful personality as Nityananda Prabhu is not to be found anywhere. He suffers a beating from Jagai and Madhai and still gives them the love of God. Oh, when your offenses are being vanquished, you will obtain the treasure of love of God. But in these names of Chaitanya and Nitai, there is no consideration of offenses. Once you have a taste for the holy name of Krishna, bondage to this world will come to an end. Oh, when there is attachment to the holy name of Krishna, the life of a living being very easily becomes successful. Oh, without affection for Krishna, life is simply useless. At the end of life, you will obtain the beautiful vision of Radha and Shyam in Vrindavan, but only when the mercy of Lord Gaura is first received. Oh. So, understanding the merciful nature of Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our mind should dance. We should be so joyful that we have gotten the mercy. Because it's only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu who has given us the holy name, Hare Krishna mantra, by which we can easily get the higher rasas. Highest rasa is the conjugal rasa, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us this Unnatvajal. What is that verse? Yeah, the conjugal love for Radha and Krishna that was hidden in. It was not given by any of the incarnations, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given it. Unnatvajala rasa, rasam swabhakti shriyam. Is given the highest as the highest. Golokera prem dhan hari naam sankirtan. We can understand the highest of Radha Krishna prem and all the pastimes happening in Golok Vrindavan, all will be revealed through the chanting of holy names. So we have gotten the highest, the Chintamani jewel. So we should be jumping with joy. I have gotten the highest. There is nothing better than this. But are we doing that? Are we jumping with joy? I've gotten the greatest wealth of the holy name. No, we consider it very insignificant, like a broken piece of glass. And the Keval Ashtakam was saying, it was saying that I think Aho Dukkham, Aho Dukkham, Maha Dukkham, Dukkha Duktaram Yataha, Kachartham Vismritam Ratna, Hare Nameva Kevalam. This Ratna, this Chintamani jewel that we have got on the holy name, it's very, it's the greatest sorrow, greatest misery is that we consider it as a broken piece of glass. We don't understand the value of the holy name. That's why we are not chanting the holy name. For if we understand the value, what it can give us, we would be constantly chanting, not even wasting one moment, accumulating our wealth of the holy name. So Nityananda Prabhu is so merciful that Jagai and Madhai were beating him. Still he was running after them. Mar ke prem de. That please take the holy name. Please get this love of Krishna. He was still giving them love of Krishna after getting beating from them. So that is the greatest personality, merciful personality of the Nityananda Prabhu. And when our offenses are vanquished, then we will get love for God. Means all our sinful reactions, yeshav tvanta gatam papam. Our pap has ended, and our offenses, we are no longer committing offenses. Then we will get the stage of prema and bhav and prem for Krishna. And so when we chant Hare Krishna mantra, there are offenses to be considered in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. We have the 10 offenses to the holy name we have read before. But when we chant Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda, then there are no offenses to be considered in chanting the names of Lord Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu. So we should chant this mantra before starting to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. We should chant the mantra of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and our life will be successful. What is the success of life? If we have attachment for chanting the holy name, then our life is successful. But if we have no love for Krishna, then no matter what we do in our life, it's all useless only. Krishna prema dhan vina vyartha daridra jivan. So without love for Krishna, my life is useless. So we should do everything in life, all activities and the intention behind those activities should be, I want to increase my love for Krishna. I want to give pleasure to Krishna. So then we will progress on this. And he's saying at the end of our life, we will have the vision of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. That is the success of our life when we are able to see the pastimes of the Lord in Vrindavan. And that will come by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by getting the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. We get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu by getting the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Maharaj. And we get their mercy by following their instructions, by following the scriptures, and doing our sadhana, doing the things that are favorable and avoiding things that are unfavorable. We get the mercy of our Guru Parampara. So you can add something, Prabhu.
Yeah, that verse you were referring to. That how what is not given for a long time is being given to the most unqualified people in Kali Yuga. So we are in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is a very degraded age, and we are born in this time. So the highest is given to the lowest people. That is the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya. Anarpita charim chirat karuna uttirna kalo samarpayitum unnato ujjvala rasam swabhakti shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Dyuti Kadamba Sandipitaha Hari Purata Sundara Sada
Sada Hriday Kandari Spurati Vasachinandana.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he has the mood of Radharani, right? So Radharani is very, very compassionate. So he is giving this. Love for Krishna can be only given by his devotee. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually Radharani more than Krishna, because he is in the mood of Radharani. Krishna in the mood of Radharani. So he is giving us this highest. What is that highest? What is the highest? What do you think is the highest? Is
Conjugal love.
Conjugal love. This Madhurya Ras, yeah. Unnata Ujjvala Rasam. Or you can say Vraj Bhav, Vraj Bhakti is the highest. So Krishna is giving that very freely. So in one sense, we are very fortunate to be born in this time. I mean, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't come. He comes how much? How often he comes? He comes
Once in a day of Brahma. So Krishna comes once in a day of Brahma, that is the 20th Divya Yuga. Dwapar Yuga. And the Yuga that follows that Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears. That's once in a day of Brahma, that is once in how many? 8.4 billion? No.
8.64 billion years.
Million? Oh.
Billion.
Okay. Billion, yeah.
One time in 8.64 billion years. So we can imagine how fortunate we are. So this Kali Yuga is very special, and we can go back to Godhead very easily by accepting the mercy of Lord Chaitanya coming through Srila Prabhupada, Nityananda Prabhu, and taking to the chanting of the holy name. We can end our this sojourn, right? Sojourn is the word. It's the journey in this material world. We have been traveling in this material world in so many different situations. Sometimes as a cat, sometimes as a dog, sometimes as a bat, a rat, snake. So it's a very nice opportunity for us to go back home and become completely free from all anxiety and all this, hardships. Imagine how difficult it is to go into a hospital, get all the treatment for diseases like cancer and all these things. How much trouble. So Krishna is inviting us back. So instead of getting distracted by all the things here in this material world, to make our situation very comfortable in this material world, we should not over endeavor here. but we should try to go back to the spiritual world. So, I mean, we have to live. So, whatever we are getting by our karma and by Krishna's mercy, like we are getting, we'll get to stay, and then all the time should be used in this regard. How to remember Krishna and go back to the spiritual world. Our life is also very short. We are not going to achieve anything. This is the biggest illusion, right? In the material world, this is the biggest illusion. Although our life is very short, even till the very fag end of life, we see so many people dying every day. But we are living as if our life is going to be very long and we have so many things to do in this material world, but actually we have nothing to do. What we have to do in this material world is to do devotional service. That's all. There is no other. And as the more we are convinced that there is no happiness here in this material world, the more we can look for happiness in Krishna consciousness. So that is the. So we have to convince ourselves daily. Prabhupada is convincing us through his books and like that. So we have to, and we're looking around also, you see how bad the situation is. So sometimes we should go to hospitals and see. Of course, we can't go inside the room because we are not connected to those patients. But when I had a family member, I was going and I was seeing you look around. I mean, you just, if the door is open, you see how somebody is on ventilator, so many pipes going into the pipe, not pipe, but what do you call? Yeah, so many
Tubes.
tubes, yeah, so many tubes going inside their body, and this is how it is. And what is there? There's nothing. So like that, if we have to convince our mind, because our mind just, like we see all the other people who are enjoying going to Disney World and all this is all a sham. It's the calm before the storm. And next life, so we should also go to the slaughterhouse and see how animals are butchered there. So this all will convince you, right? That how these cows are being butchered, how chicken are being killed there. They are also souls like us. And if you believe, first of all, we have to believe that we are not this body, we are the soul. So whatever Krishna is saying, we have to believe it is true. We don't belong here. And Krishna has certified this world as Dukhalayama Sashvatam. It is, he created the material world and he knows how it is supposed to work. So he's saying, so I have to believe this and give up all my material desires. And just say, now, anyway, life is coming to an end, so let me just do only Krishna consciousness. Well, I am saying this to convince myself first. So, but we should speak to our mind. Mana shiksha. This is the shiksha that you have to give to your mind. You have to instruct the mind. Oh, mind, you are so foolish. You are so foolish. You are making me transmigrate in this material existence. And I'm going through. There is no happiness. Everything is temporary. Everything will be forgotten. But you are so attached to all these things. Starting with this body and everything connected to this body. Your mind, you are so foolish. So foolish. Giving me all kinds of miseries. Like that, mana shiksha, you have to give. Whenever mind comes up with some proposals, then that's when you have to chastise the mind or ignore the mind, whatever works. You have to become angry at your mind. So, go ahead, Sonia. I didn't see. My eyes were closed. I didn't see you raise.
No. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it's a good reminder every day. So thank you for doing that. I just had a question. It's just ignorance. We talk about Dashavatars, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also an avatar of Krishna. So, and I'm sure there are other avatars too. So, why the why are we, why did the scriptures stop at 10? 10 main avatars.
Like somebody want to say anything about this? Right. Yeah.
First of all, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not an avatar. He is Krishna himself. In the Dasha Avatara, is Krishna mentioned in Dasha Avatara? Krishna is not mentioned because he is Krishna. Balram is mentioned, Buddha, Kalki is mentioned, Ramachandra. But Krishna himself is not mentioned.
I think Krishna is mentioned in the
Krishna is mentioned, I think. He's the last avatar, I think.
Kalki, last one is
Or
Kalki.
actually,
last
Buddha,
one.
Buddha is
So,
there and Kalki
yeah,
is.
after Buddha, Kalki is there. So let me paste this link of the Dashavatara Stotra. Yeah, so there is okay. So it starts from Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narshinga, Vaman, Parshuram, Ramachandra, Balram, Buddha, and Kalki. 10.
It is mentioned Keshavadrita. This Keshav has.
Yeah, all the ones it's mentioned, Krishna has taken this avatar, this form. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, first of all, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also called Channa Avatar. He's a hidden incarnation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to not propagate himself as the Supreme Lord, but as a devotee of the Lord, to show us how to be a devotee. So he never, if somebody would say, you are the Supreme Lord, he would close his ears and say, Vishnu, Vishnu. I'm not. So he didn't want to proclaim himself as a Supreme Lord. He came to show us as a devotee how to surrender to Krishna. So he's called Channa Avatar, hidden incarnation.
Yeah, Prabhupada mentions that in Kali Yuga there will be many people who will come and they'll say, I'm Avatar. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was Krishna in the mood of Radharani, but he did not, because that would interfere with his mood of being a devotee. Although sometimes he would at Mahaprakash Leela, but otherwise.
Few times. And he showed his forms as Varaha, Vaman, Narsingha to different devotees also.
So and actually there are so many incarnations of the Lord as there are waves in the ocean.
Infinite. Yeah.
So you cannot really, there'll be pages and pages of, if all the avatars are mentioned, they say like that. We know only of this, but as many waves are there in the ocean. So innumerable incarnations are there. So we can.
Yeah. So this Dashavatara is made by this Jayadev Goswami.
And everywhere it says Keshavadrita. Keshava has become, or it's a, Keshav is Krishna. So Krishna is the source of all incarnations. That's a chapter in the Bhagavatam.
Yeah, but we also say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not an incarnation, he's Krishna himself.
Yeah, he's Avatari. There's Avatar and there's Avatari. Avatari means the source. He's Krishna himself. Yeah, he has come.
But same for Ramachandra also.
Ramachandra is mentioned in the.
Yeah, he's mentioned, but Ramachandra is also not different from Krishna. Yeah, the other avatars, whether it's Parshuram, he's Leela
Ramachandra is
avatar.
not. He's Avatar. He's not Avatari. You don't see. In one sense, they are all. There is candle. One candle lights all other candles. Then all the candles have. They are all Vishnu Tattva, but Krishna is the source.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I found a link. I'll paste it for. I always thought Krishna was the one of them, and actually it's Balram.
Krishna's first expansion is Balram. Yes. Then Balram is, then all the others come. Yeah, from Balram.
Okay.
So
this one.
Okay. Yeah. It's the same as that song where it says
Yeah.
Keshavadrita. Keshavadrita Meena Sharira, Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa. So all these are mentioned. Kalki Sharira. All the incarnations are mentioned in this word. Buddha, Kalki. Sometimes it is not mentioned directly, but
Yeah. I think Bhagavatam is mentioning more a lot. We have read that those chapters in Canto 2, I think. Yeah, this Dashavatar is coming from the song written by Jayadev Goswami. The 10 that he mentioned, not that we just, he only has 10. In that song, Jayadev Goswami mentioned only 10.
correct. Okay, so it's past 9. Let's stop here. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you
Hare
very much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.